for the Mustangs. 21-6 our score. Massey coming into the ball game, and Holderman will stay in. He thought he was going to come out, so he'll stay in. Matt Kopp remains the quarterback. Ball on the 48 of Norris. Kurt Johnson gets the call again, and he's got the running room down across the 40, close to that first down. Bob Carr, the middle linebacker, had to come over and make the stop.
A good body lean and just a good thrust into the line again by the lineman, and then of course Kurt Johnson just running up there and getting the good yardage on the first down situation.
We'll give him 6. 121 yards on the night unofficially for Johnson.
So the Mustangs are tight in there on the offensive line.
And this time it's Hewitt, I believe, over the top trying to drive down for the first down.
Well, they had everybody bunched right up in there tight on that one, Joe. I think they were thinking just first down. They didn't quite get it, it looks like, from where they're marking the down box.
It was Hewitt. He comes up short. We'll give him a yard. Make it third and a long one. Ball resting on the Loy Norix 38. A Kopp will quarterback sneak, but we've got a penalty as Kopp picks up the first down.
Looked like the Mustangs weren't set. There were a couple of the down people on the left side of the line that were trying to tighten up, trying to move in there again for that tight type of offense, that almost everybody bunched up in the middle and just wedge it up in there, and they weren't set.
They're talking with Loy Norix, Hoskins, the linebacker. The officials are going to back Portage Central up 5 yards, and will face a 3rd and 6 now as Norman checks in and Polderman checks out. Penalty stops the clock, but now they've got it moving again. 2:05 left to play in the ball game. Mustangs will win their 3rd game of the season and remain in the upper echelon for the Big 8 Conference. Kopp to Johnson, but he pulls it in. He's wrapped up quickly by Mitchell.
And they were in that very tight offensive line alignment. Just looking to move the ball if they can down the field. Now it looks like they'll probably punt the ball, put Norix deep in a hole with only a minute and about 30 seconds to go, and they'll have a long way, and they'll have to go with or go twice in order to get back in the ball game.
Official timeout as Hoskins is limping off the field up at the top of your picture, and now the clock is moving, and I don't think they'll punt. They don't want to risk a punt block or a bad snap as we're inside a minute and a half to play. Portage Central 4th and 6 on the night, 46, maybe 44. And Kopp will try the pop pass, and this one's picked off. A great catch.
Excellent play by O'Toole. Turned right back in there, especially when they're moving the other way down. He turns around, Kopp turns around, tries to throw back against the grain, and O'Toole's right there for a diving interception.
And I think that's his 2nd interception of the night.
Yes, it is, Joe. He's played he's been all over the field. He's kind of a mighty might type person if you look at his physical stats, but he sure plays a lot of football.
Quarterback on offense and defensive back on defense. He's a junior. He'll be back again next year. Ryan O'Toole, he's got less than a minute now to try and get some points on the board. He'll drop straight back under pressure again, puts the ball in the air, and overthrows his intended receiver, and Martin picks it off for the Mustangs.
Nice play by Terry Martin, staying right there where the ball is going to be thrown. Good coverage. The ball is just a little bit overthrown, and Terry's right in the right spot at the right time, grabs the ball and gets out of bounds.
So the Mustangs pick off their 3rd pass. Terry Martin coming up with that interception, and that'll do it. 42 seconds left to play in the ball game. Portage Central will up its overall record to 3-1. They will be 2-1. In conference play, the Knights will fall to 1-3, 1-2 in the Big 8.
Put them right back in a position here where they'll go down to St. Joe next week, Joe, and if they can knock off the Bears, they're right back in the hunt.
That'll be a big, big ball game. Portage Central has come out on the short end of the stick the last 2 years to St. Joe, but they've been close, and they keep the ball on the ground.
Got Marty Williams. In fact, there's a ball, he bounced outside, Joe.
So the big fullback getting a chance to carry the ball for the first time tonight. He picks up a first down and then some.
did an excellent job. I'd even looked away. I thought he was down. He spun away, and it looked like he was going down, and all of a sudden he's out and still getting extra yardage.
Clock rolling with about 30 seconds left to play. Mustangs have the ball on the Loy Norrix 35-yard line. We could see maybe one or two plays, but Portage Central's going to call timeout. That'll give us a chance to thank some of the people that have made this broadcast possible. Our director tonight and executive producer has been Larry Renuart. Our camera operators Des Vandigo, Matt Whitlock, Kim Carpenter, and Jennifer K. Cook. Our graphics tonight provided by John Schlach. He's going to kill me when I mispronounce his name. Schlahek, John Schlahek, who's done an excellent job with graphics. Our spotter, Bill Frakes. Our color man, of course, my partner, John Woodrow. And they've all done a nice job tonight to bring you the sights and sounds of this Mustang victory.
Boy, all the technical people that work on this whole telecast have just done an excellent job all year.
I'd also like to thank Coach Knight for joining us earlier for our pregame program, Chalk Talk, with Coach Knight, as he demonstrated some of the plays that we saw this evening. Also, we can remind you that for more sports action, you can tune to Channel 31 as your cable station will have soccer Tuesday at 5:30 and Wednesday at 6, and it'll be Portage Central versus Loy Norrix in that game. Also, this broadcast can be seen Sunday night at 7 and Wednesday night at 8 on Channel 31. This could be the last play of the ball game as Portage Central flips it out there to number 34. That's Kevin Letcher on the carry, and he'll lose a couple. But that should be the last play of the game. 10-9 seconds left, and Portage Central will win its third game of the year. A convincing 21-6 victory over the Knights from Loy Norrix.
Joe, we need to correct ourselves on the last running play on the other side of the play right before that. That was Kevin Letcher again that carried the ball on that, and not Marty Williams. Kevin did an excellent job. It's just another one of the great backs in the stable that Bob Knight has of young running backs.
34 instead of 35. Kevin Letcher. And we'll tell you a little bit about him as long as we're mentioning him, as the Mustangs have run out the clock and won game number 3. Letcher, a junior at 6'3", 174 pounds. So right around that same mold. As you see, our final score, Portage Central 21 and Loy Norrix 6.
For the whole game, I think you could see, except for that one pocket in the middle of the third quarter, Portage Central pretty much dominated the line of scrimmage. They played their type of football game where they control the ball at all times. I think when we look back and we get the stats on the first half, how much time Portage Central had the ball was the key to the ball game. You've got the fast backs and a good quarterback in Loy Norrix, but if they don't have the ball in their hand, they can't do anything with it, Joe.
Got to be encouraging, too, I would think, for Coach Knight to see Matt Kopp come in and do such a good job at quarterback.
Boy, it's great to be able to have two quarterbacks that you can call on at any time and not even skip a beat. You know, they can both come in there. They can handle the ball. Sometimes you're worried about center snaps and things like that when you put somebody new in there. It didn't happen, and Matt Kopp moved the ball club all night.
There's an evidence of domination. Portage Central 17 first downs unofficially to only 7 for the Loy Norrix Knights, but most of those coming in that third quarter. Excellent ball games played by a number of people this evening. I think you'd have to include Chris Norman and Randy Buller and Terry Martin, along with Kurt Johnson, who I thought played an excellent game at fullback.
Kurt was a real workhorse all night long. Every time he got the ball, he had the good body lean. He was getting into the hole real quick. He was running for those extra yards. And, of course, then that just opened up the other boys like Shane Springman and Steve Pewitt when they got the ball to be able to scoot to the outside a little bit.
If you'd like to get involved in the cable access television here in Portage, you can call 329-7260. There you go, 329-7260 if you'd like to become involved in Portage cable access programming. Once again, our final score, Portage Central 21 and Loy Norrix 6. For Bill Frakes and John Woodrow, I'm Joe Karn saying so long from McCamley Field.